Yeah, when you turn someone AM on a company, I mean, it's a commitment on the behalf of the company. You're seeing the potential in them to be a real highlight for your brand, you know? When I'm thinking about sponsoring someone, I'm like, can I see the fans wanting to be like our guys on the team? Like, you want to sponsor guys that you want the kids to look up to and want to be like, because at the end of the day, if you want to be like your favorite skater, you want to skate what your favorite skater skates. That's how I was as a kid, you know, when everything Eric Costin had, I wanted to have it, you know what I mean? So I like to think that with Primitive specifically, like, we pretty much only pick those certain people who we feel like are shining stars out there in this sea of skaters, you know?
So like I was talking to Alan and he was explaining to me how important was this Portugal trip, because this was the only window to film Dylan, to his introduction, to Define.
So yeah, Dylan, dude. Dylan was, you know, everybody knew about Dylan already.
I had seen him on Instagram and like, I was just hyped to see him skate in person because this fool can do like every trick on the gram and like.
I was excited and at the same time was kind of nervous too, you know. I don't know. He was like really popular kid, crazy Instagram clips, and Portugal was the first trip when I met him.
So we finally get to meet him and skate with him. I was impressed, dude. Like,
he was cool, yeah, he was super mellow. He was just really fucking good. And I've seen a lot of like crazy skating where sometimes we like get numb to it because it's just like in front of you all the time, but like, this fool can literally just like look at his board and be like, I want this trick. And it's just like, I was like, just like skating flat and watching him warm up, like all the tricks are just like, it was crazy. It was a trip.
You can tell he doesn't just try to learn quantity, just learn trick after trick after trick. He does that, but I'm saying you could tell he's not just trying to learn tricks. He's trying to learn tricks. He's like, I don't want to just do a trick and have it and say that I've done it. He like, I want to have that trick.
Dude, I didn't see him missing one flat ground trick in like 2 or 3 days, and to a point that I was like tripping on it, you know, like, when is this dude gonna miss a flat ground trick, you know? And it's not like he was doing basic stuff. He was doing big heel, like fakie hard flip, like all those tricks.
Big heel on flat, like just all these hard ass tricks that are like no problem, just like all casual.
Every time, first try, and I'm like, dude, what's going on here? Until he finally missed the trick, I'm like, oh, thank you, you know?
I think a lot of times when you're young like that and you're so in tune, you see every video, you looking at every magazine, you know the ins and outs, the nuances of the industry, every brand, what product they have. Like, it's just, you're like a scientist of skateboarding. I can't speak exactly for Dylan because I don't know what his like thought process is, but like, I feel like he's tapped into the algorithm. He just has a sense of what is working for him, and his instincts are leading him to do what he's doing. And in my opinion, I think he's done it very well.
What the fuck? Why am I pissed?
When comes to AMs getting on a brand, you know, it has to be AMs that are like really gonna like hold down, you know, in the sense of like, you know, laugh off skating, you know, when it comes down to like video projects and all that. And let's say like Primitive isn't an easy brand to do that for. Same with Kyo and Dylan. After skating with them, like I'm, you know, they're already so gnarly and, you know, they're so young still. So I can only imagine what the future holds for them, you know.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect. Wow.
The first time when I hear of Kyo, Primitive Japan was looking for some amateur in Japan. After like a year and a half, he came out to LA to skate.
He just came out on a session. I think he was with Eric or something, but yeah, he just came in the mix for a day to skate and was like, oh yeah, this kid's, you know, he's flow for Primitive from Japan. And he was mellow. He spoke a little English, but like he was just quiet, like a lot, just holding it down.
He's kind of like a quiet and like shy person, you know. But I think the fact that I can speak Japanese with him, it's kind of like break the ice.
After I skated with him a couple of times, I really liked Kyo, you know. He has that style and he's like such a quiet dude, like he's mellow, you know, he's funny. Little kid, you know.
I was like, damn, he's good, you know? But you don't really see people just like doing a bunch of lines or like pushing around and doing like nollie back heel, switch front side flip.
What stood out to me immediately was, to me, Kyo felt like a throwback skater, like early mid-90s style skater. To me, I don't know, just his trick choices. Obviously, he has his like he's up with the times, and he does his own unique bag of tricks. But like some about him, to me, I can't even put my finger. He just felt like a mid-90s skater to me, which is an era that it's very partial to me, you know.
I was in LA and we were trying to figure somehow like a way to go to Japan and film with Kyo for the Define video. We were in these COVID times. We had like a lot of restrictions, you know, like going somewhere to try to film. It made really sense to me go to Japan because I have this dual citizenship. I have Brazilian citizenship and Japanese citizenship, so like I was allowed to go to Japan. That was the perfect timing actually. So went to Japan, we got like a lot of clips. It was really dope trip. Before he kind of like goes to the trick, I was like, "Ganbare, zettai dekiru kara." It's kind of like we're saying like, "Yo, for sure you get this. Next try you're gonna get this." I always say like, "Ganbare, zettai dekiru yo, zettai dekiru." Zettai dekiru kara, tsugi zettai dekiru.
Both of them, they're differently the same, if that makes sense. Like, that's what I love about it. They're a perfect example of like Primitive. We don't only just have one type of guy. It's like, it can be any type. It just has to like give you that special like feeling. Like you just know, and there's certain people you're like, nah, this dude is special. This dude's got something. just keep your foot on the gas. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay locked in, man. The future is very bright with those. It's as bright as they want it to be. And the clearer their vision is for themselves, the brighter their future is.